Bjorn from Skeino. Today I have a few samples for you in lace knitting because summer is coming and maybe you live in a hot area, so we would like to have something on our website for you, new products with knitted lace, and I make it very simple and easy for you. There is not a lot of counting or a chart you have to follow. It's just kind of a fishnet type of shawl. And the good thing is you need half the yarn because there's a lot of air knitted in. So see you soon on my table when I will share my samples with you. My first sample is knitted with our worsted weight yarn. Maybe you remember this is from our shrug, and I will pull it a little bit apart so you really can see how it opens up. And I will start the first row. It is a knit row, and my first 3 stitches are my little edge and garter stitch. So I have 3, and then everything is yarn over, but I'm not wrapping the yarn over the needle. I just bring it in front of the needle, go through the next 2 stitches and bring the yarn through and create 1 stitch. So I have the yarn over and knit 2 together, bring the yarn in front, go through the next 2 stitches and bring the yarn through the 2 stitches. So it's just yarn over, knit 2 together. So the yarn in front of the needle, you can hold it if you need to, and go through the 2 stitches, and that creates this easy lace. So yarn in front of the needle and go through the next 2 stitches. The first stitch is the stitch from knit 2 together and the yarn over from the row before, and this is what you're knitting together. Yarn in front, knit the 2 stitches together, yarn in front. That's all. This is your knit row. Yarn in front, knit together. At the end you have to watch a little bit that you're not losing it. And then I have my last 3 stitches for my edge. And the back row, the purl row, it's the same. So my 3 stitches on the edge. So the yarn split. So 1, 2, 3. So now yarn in front, and it makes the yarn over all by themselves through the 2 stitches and purl. So you have the yarn over here and the 2 stitches knitted together or purled together. Together, yarn behind the needle, between the 2 needles, and knit the 2 stitches together. That's all. So the yarn they repeat for this easy lace pattern is just 2 rows. Very easy. It needs a little practice. If you're a thrower, I'm sorry, but then you have to do it your way. I am continental and it goes easy this way. So yarn between the needles, behind the front needle, and purl the 2 stitches together, and that's it. And my last 3 stitches are just for the edge. So and I will show you the back side. It really looks almost the same. It's like a fishnet, and when I turn it around and you have the front row, you have more little ribs here, so you need to decide which one you like better. But for a shawl or a scarf, it doesn't matter, both sides are beautiful. This is actually sample from our Summerwind Shawl, and I stretch it a little bit so you see it's really nice and open, and it's knitted with 2 different yarns. It is our Sophia yarn, the single yarn you might know from our Arabella shawl, and this is a kid silk mohair shawl you might know from our Arboretta shawl. So, and I started the row already, and you have to work with each yarn 1 row, and therefore you need needles with 2 tips, or the better way, of course, when you knit a bigger shawl, you need a circular needle. So the one row, the first row is all knit. Here's the yarn over from the row before. It's just knit all the way across. And I have again some stitches for the edge, just for this little sample. Here's my last yarn over. There are 4, 1, 2, 3, and the last one I slip. So now my kid mohair yarn is on the other side. So I have to thread it through here. So therefore I'm knitting from this side again. Put my yarn over here. So the first stitch is, the first 4 stitches are knitted. It's my edge stitch here. The yarn is so thin, but it's very strong. It will not break. You don't have to be afraid. 2, 3, 4. So now comes the purl row. And I put the yarn between the needles, so behind the knitting needle, and purl these 2 stitches together. The yarn between the needles, purl these 2 stitches together. That's all. One row with the merino yarn is just knitted, and the kid mohair is you purl 2 together with the yarn over. So the yarn over is just created by having the yarn between the needles. It does it all alone. So actually you knit only every other stitch because you knit only 2 together. So that goes, oh, that has to go between. It goes really pretty fast. Put some more yarn out here. So the yarn between the needles, that makes this yarn over here, and knit 2, purl 2 together. This is my last group, all together, and my last 4 stitches I do always in garter stitch, so they're always knitted. And the special is with my last stitch, I grab the yarn from before and knit the last stitch double stranded. Turn my work around and I start knitting with my merino again. All the way across, just knitted. It's very, very simple. And it's, I hope I explained it good in the pattern. So here's knit, and here are my stitches for the edge, 4, and now all the way across, just knit. And then it makes this nice, very lightweight, airy lace. And the kid mohair fills the gaps nicely, so you see it's very simple. And when you wash it, and I wouldn't block it, but wash it and spin it, and then spread it out on your bed and pull it and stretch it in the right direction and the right size, so the openings really appear. If it's crunched together, it's not so nice, but it will stay like this. So very simple. One row is knitted, one row is purled, and the purl row is just yarn over, knit 2 together. I hope you enjoyed this. It's very simple, and the kit will be live today, so it's ready for you to be picked up. Thank you. Bye bye.